Good morning. I think by the time this post, it might be later morning or early afternoon. This is day 3, and welcome back. Hopefully, you stayed and enjoyed whatever it is I'm talking about. I don't even remember anymore. I would like to say that I'm more rested, but I'm not. Tried to get the baby weaned off of formula and got this good karma milk, but he's been constipated. So last night I tried to concoction and mix up some stuff, but he was up. He may have been completely asleep, but he was up moving around and wanting to drink more throughout the night, so I didn't really sleep much. But it's the season, right? Everything's in season. So right now I have an infant, then we'll have a newborn, but because they're back to back, the season will be over before I know it. Because before I knew it, he was walking around. He doesn't need to sleep on me, doesn't feel the need to sleep on me anymore. He might be close as hell to me now, but he doesn't need to lay on me, to sleep. So it's a season for everything. But yeah, so I was tired. Mom life. And then I woke up early to make these purees, which it took us a long time to get started with this, but we just knew we were moving and didn't want to discard the box or anything. But he really enjoyed the puree. So hopefully this helps. The fruit and the fiber within the fruit will help him with the constipation. Sleep better. Get more sleep. Or not more sleep, but don't need to wake up and let it drink during his sleep. Yeah, I thought I was going to have time this morning before I was sent out to do this to put together a game plan for a talking point, but I didn't. I woke up, tended to him, made the purees. Then when I leave, I gotta go do the kitchen and clean up the kitchen. I got a message through this app that I have. It's just an affirmation app, and it says I am releasing high expectations that create unnecessary anxiety. And I thought that was funny, just because I'm doing the video and I have these high expectations for myself to do better. And not just with the video, but being a mom, being a partner, and just for myself. While I do peacefully enjoy my life, yes, peacefully, but that's not how I wanted that to come out. While I do enjoy my peaceful life, I also put a lot of stress on myself. I want to be perfect. That comes from it comes from having emotionally neglectful parents. That is a cute ass dog. I ain't never seen no dog look like that before. But it comes from emotionally neglectful parents, and striving to do really good and great things to get attention, and that's hard. That's really hard to let go of old patterns. And I'm grateful I recognize them. You know what I mean? I'm grateful that I have the ability to even realize that there's something wrong, to recognize it, and then to want to change it and try to implement change. It's kind of it's weird. I'm on almost 600 day Duolingo streak, and even though I've been doing it for so long, it's still very hard for me to fluently listen to the language and to speak it or whatever. I know people say Duolingo have their thoughts, but I had studied Spanish before for 8 years as a kid, and it just didn't stick. And it's funny, it feels like I use that side of the brain. The same problems that I have implementing new behaviors and new techniques are the same feeling of exhaustion on the same part of my brain. And that's really funny. And I think about it a lot of people don't try to learn new things, and so they never use this and never feel this type of exhaustion. Yeah, it's tiring. Even feel it as a parent, and because I don't want to be the parent that's do what I say because I said so, or You know what I mean? Like, obviously I don't want to raise no smart ass and be like, well, why? But if the question does occur, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be offended and be mean or rude and be like, because I said so, because this created a lot of doubt within me, like, in the world. Like, that's how my parent was, my dad. And it's like, that put a lot of, what's the word, questioning, like not having faith or belief system or anything like that. Because it's like, just because you say so don't mean that it's right. And it's not to be like a smart ass, it's just like, you couldn't tell me why something is right or wrong, or why you believe it to be that way, or why I should, you know, alter and tailor. And it's okay if you don't have the words for it, but the whole because I said so, or because it's tradition, or because it's always been done that way, like, that don't work with me. It's just like, it doesn't help me understand and make connections on how to implement it in my life or what I need. So I don't want to be that parent. I don't want to do that. So, like, learning how to express myself, even though he's little and doesn't really understand. He understands, but he doesn't know the words that I'm saying, right? It's a good practice. I think this is also why I'm so tired. It's like, my mom had texted me, because she got a baby proofing kit, and she asked me if I put things up, and I said, well, I gotta read and learn about the cabinet things. But so the stuff that he gets into, which are the outlets, I put up, like, I put the plug up. But now his new things are the cabinets, and he knows open and close, and he really likes open and close. So, like, I gotta put this up, and she was like, yeah, I just whooped you and you stayed out of it. And it's like, I don't want him to be punished for exploring, you know what I mean? So when he is, sometimes he's mindful of open and close, like, he's cautious, but like, sometimes he just open close, open close, open close. And so then I have to be like, you know what, I'm moving you because I don't want you to get hurt. You can get hurt by X, Y, and Z. And you're not paying attention. And that type of explanation is just, like, I don't know, practicing that. That's really cool. And it, like, I don't know, it helps me feel better as a parent to, like, not create the same patterns and behaviors that I had placed upon me. I'm just like, oh, I'm just whip your butt and just punish you for exploring. And I don't know if that, like, now that I think about it, like, did that subconsciously, like, just get buried into my brain? Like, if that's what you did for that, right, what'd you do for other things? Like, I have a long past of traumatic experiences with my parents, and there's a lot of, like, things I don't remember from blocking out. I know, like, now, like, I understand that they were just doing the best they could with the knowledge that they had and the things that they had, but it's like, that doesn't mean it cultivated a good, healthy mind and brain. So a lot of that time, I just don't remember, unless it's, like, something super, like, prominent and just sticks out. I don't know if that's the correct word, but that sounded right. Yeah, so I'm not trying to repeat those patterns. And it does place a high expectation to be better, and creates an anxiety upon me that's like, am I being a good mom? Like, when he cries and all that, like, did I do the right thing? I'm sure every parent feels that way, but just let it go and know that if I'm moving with a pure intent heart and I respect him as a person and not as, like, someone that's the thing about learning parenting, right? Like, you respect them as a person and their own individual being, and not like a copy of you and try to push something on them. And I think that's the thing people don't learn. But yeah, so if I continue to respect him as his own individual being and have a pure heart, then yes, I'm going to mess up, but the expectation is not as strong, so I don't feel as anxious. So I guess to wrap it all up, this little random blob of this random just spiel is that even though I want to do good, I don't have to have such anxiety around the expectations I place on myself. You know what I mean? Like, just flow, be myself, be yourself. Be yourself, Jennifer. Just flow and be yourself. Don't try to control the outcome, because everything that's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's meant to happen that way for you to get the understanding that you need when you need it. So there's no need to place unnecessary expectations on yourself, on life, on other people, because then it just creates this environment of anxiousness and chaos. Creates this uncomfortable environment for you and those around you, even if you're doing what you think is expected, but somebody else isn't doing what you expect of them because you placed this high expectation on them or the situation. Like, now you're moving in a type of way that feels like disappointment, and so the environment is all changed based on that. So yeah, letting go of expectation, hard, but we'll get there. I don't know, because that's all for now. Talk to you later. TTFN. Bye.